Fedica 2.0 is here, and I'm going to give you a quick tour of everything new and exciting and show you how these tools are going to give you more insight because they work better together. So we used to have a side menu here, and then now we have a top menu where everything's more organized in a way that just works with your workflow. So the first thing you'll notice is we have the publish section. Everything for scheduling is in there. Analyze is going to have all of your statistics and analytics there. And then manage is everything that manages followers, manages people, manages accounts, lists, all of that. And then research is everything that generates a report, like hashtag analytics, or if you have post alerts, everything that creates a report is going to be there. And then you have your main dashboard. All of your main tools are here. You can get to them quickly, and everything is easier to access with secondary menus that help you get more insights. So for example, if we want to analyze your followers on the interactive map, let's go to analyze and then hit up the followers map, and then you can see all of our mapping tools are there together in that secondary menu. So then when you're doing something that's related to mapping, you can quickly compare, like your followers are in this map, and then you can compare with the people you follow very easily without moving around, without getting lost in the service. And so we've done this with a couple extra tools, like if you go to your manage and you manage your lists, there's also a quick link to other tools like your list analysis. You can check out all of those analyses there because these reports were generated in the research section. So this way it's just easy to get everything that you need where you expect it. So if we want to manage our followers here, we want to see who unfollowed, we want to see who's the best suggested followers to follow, then you can do all that right here. And then in the secondary menu, you have your unfollows, you have your new followers, the people you unfollowed, and then suggested accounts as well. You can go click on your new followers here. You can go quickly sort your followers. So for example, you go sort your followers, you have that in the manage section, you're managing your followers, and then you can also quickly jump to go manage the people you follow as well. So any activity, just easier to do. You can get more insight because things are just where you expect them. And in your calendar, everything works just like it used to. You have your content pipeline queues, your RSS feeds, and your posts. And now you can access the different pages of your scheduling workflow. So if you have your drafts and then you have a team set up, you can do your pending review, anything that's rejected, and then everything that's scheduled right onto the calendar. And that way it sort of works with your workflow without jumping around the service. We made it easy to always edit your queues here. You can check out your pipeline content queues and change up the schedules and whatnot. We did end up separating the RSS feeds from the queues because now we've added so much more capabilities to this that it's its own standalone feature. So it's there's a whole video on this. You can take a peek. So the last thing to note is we made this more streamlined for you to get your post into these content pipeline queues and give you more control without adding extra options. So how this works now is you can create a post, and if you want to schedule it to that content queue that has its own schedule or it's targeted to a specific time zone, you can do that. And for example, we have LinkedIn set up here, but if we want to send this to the European time zone and we've created a content queue for that, we give you the option here to switch between the accounts that are attached to that queue. So if you wanted to utilize that queue and you also wanted to keep it the same cadence and the same time zone, but then you also want to post it to a different platform, then you can just override that quickly without having to think too hard about that. So this is basically the only change in terms of scheduling that we had. It's just one less click that makes it a little easier. And finally, if you need to go edit your dark mode here, go to your account settings in the top right, and you can switch that on or off, keep it automatic, whatever you need. So at this point, this is everything that's new. We have added a bunch more capabilities, especially with those RSS feeds. We added more sorting for filtering and searching your followers with the sort followers tool, for example. So there's a little bit more you can do. We added research tools for Blue Sky and Mastodon. So I hope you enjoy Fedica 2.0, and thank you so much for your support.